WWE is considered as the mecca of pro wrestling. Most upcoming wrestlers still want to make it in WWE. But if you get on the wrong side of the management and of the locker room, then you are expected to be banned forever. That's what happened to Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore was known for his backstage antics. Sometimes he brought guests into the locker room and at times he had attitude issues. He was rightfully punished by WWE. First, he wasn't allowed to dress with his fellow superstars in the locker room, and then later he was kicked out of a bus by Roman Reigns. Enzo Amore's attitude certainly proved detrimental to his pro wrestling career. He was fired by WWE, and with this kind of attitude, he is never coming back. Someone who is regretting saying this:
how about, since I talked to Tony backstage, it's so good to have a boss to actually finally listen to me,
is Paige. We all know Paige's WWE run, but then she became injury prone, she had concussion issues, and she was forced to retire from pro wrestling by WWE. WWE kept her under contract and supported Paige throughout. But then when she joined AEW, these were one of the first words that came out of her mouth, which she regrets. Those words may have annoyed the WWE management, and I don't think WWE is ever gonna sign Paige given her injury problems and given the bad mouthing as well. Miro joins this list too, just for his comments about WWE. After leaving the company, he voiced his frustration on Twitch about the WWE creative and Vince McMahon. He joined AEW in the hopes that he would have a good run and have a say on his character. But AEW has so many people on their roster that they completely forgot Miro. Miro got lost in the shuffle and is having a tough time finding a spot on AEW TV. But then because of the comments he made, I don't think he would be back in WWE anytime soon. At least Rusev has a chance, but his former League of Nations member has absolutely no chance. I'm talking about Alberto Del Rio. He had an amazing run with WWE. He won the Money in the Bank briefcase, he won the world title, the US title, got some good achievements. He asked for his release in 2016 and WWE granted that. And to make matters even worse, in 2020, some horrific allegations emerged as Alberto Del Rio was charged with sexual assault. And this isn't the first time either. Paige and Alberto Del Rio were in a relationship and they had a domestic dispute at the Orlando airport years ago in 2017. That's enough for WWE and he's surely banned for life. What does Ryback do these days? Ryback goes on Twitter and talks shit about WWE because he couldn't make it in WWE. But you have to understand why WWE will never ever sign Ryback again. Ryback is an unsafe worker and he has injured a couple of wrestlers. He also went public and criticized WWE about his position in the company while he was under contract. And now in 2023, he goes on Twitter, asks the fans whether he should return to pro wrestling or should he retire, and every time the fans have voted for him to retire. You may have not seen Colt Cabana wrestle in WWE, but yes, he was part of it for a brief period until he was let go. Colt Cabana made a name for himself in the indies and he did nothing wrong on his part until he hosted his then best friend CM Punk on his Art of Wrestling podcast. That's enough for WWE to ban you for life because CM Punk dropped crazy bombshells on that podcast episode. And that's why CM Punk is also never ever returning to WWE. CM Punk was one of the first to reveal the creative troubles within WWE and he truly became the voice of the voiceless. But in hindsight, WWE fired CM Punk for the right reasons. He had attitude problems, backstage he was not a very liked man, and that's enough for them. It's a common trend if you look at this video. Look at how far that has got him in AEW. Another AEW standout who is banned from WWE is Chris Jericho. He made his name in WWE, but when he quit and joined AEW, he hosted wrestlers on his podcast and just tags along when they say shit stuff about WWE. Plus, he's 53. He's not gonna wrestle for long and he has his Fozzy tours going on at times. WWE is not like AEW where 50-year-olds or even 60-year-olds wrestle. So consider Chris Jericho to have his retirement match in AEW, but surely he is gonna be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Sasha Banks and Naomi, I feel, are also never returning to WWE as well. They put their titles on the table and just left. We don't know the details and we might never know what exactly happened. Sasha Banks quit WWE and joined New Japan, and she's fulfilling her dream of wrestling in Japan. She even became the women's champion after defeating Kairi Sane. Naomi joined Impact very recently and hopefully she will do good as well. So those were the wrestlers who are banned from WWE forever. As usual, like, share, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.